It is match day Saturday as Austin FC takes on Vancouver Whitecaps for the fourth time in club history. The last time these two teams played against each other was back in April, which Austin FC took a 3-0 win at Q2 by the goals of Maxi Ruti and Driussi. But the real question is this: how big of a threat is Vancouver Whitecaps to Austin FC? Are they an easy win or a main threat for the Burning Black? Because technically speaking, this is the second to last game before the MLS season is over, as Vancouver Whitecaps sits 9th place in the Western Conference with 11 wins, 7 draws, and 14 losses. In the last 5 games for the Whitecaps, it's been really decent for them, with only 2 wins and 3 losses. Before the 2-week international break, they beat Seattle Sounders by a 2-1 score. But they're going to be playing against one of the best teams with the best road record than Austin FC. For Austin FC's second year, it's been so far impressive, with 8 wins, 2 draws, and 6 losses. The last time Austin FC got a win on the road is when they beat Sporting Kansas City in a 2-0 win about 2 months ago. But for Austin FC's last 3 games on the road, it's been really crucial, really bad for them, as they lost to Minnesota, to Nashville, and to Seattle Sounders. So can they get a win at Vancouver? Well, it's going to be really tough because Vancouver is one of the best teams with the best home record, and their record at home is impressive. 9 wins, 3 draws, and 4 losses. The last time Vancouver got a loss at home was about a month ago, as they lost to Nashville in a 2-1 score. But for both teams, this is the 4th time they're playing. Before the 4th game, they played 3 games. Austin FC got a first win back in April, but last year, the first two games they played, Vancouver took those 2 wins, because the last time they played at Canada at BC Place, Vancouver Whitecaps beat Austin FC in a 2-1 score, and the only goal scorer was Driussi. So this will be a really crucial game for both teams. Austin FC, if they get a win, a better spot and a better secure for second place. But for mostly on Vancouver, their goal is playoffs, and if they beat Austin FC today, they still have hope for the playoffs and a good spot, sitting probably, let's say, 6th or 7th place. But for Austin FC, they have to focus mostly on the attacking side of Vancouver. Our defense, our back four of the dynamic duo defense of Gabriel and Cascante, because Vancouver Whitecaps have scored 38 goals this season. But the question is this: will Austin FC do rotations against Vancouver? We don't know what Josh will have in mind after a 2-week break. Could he start the same back four after a good resting time? We don't know. But the main 4 players of Vancouver Whitecaps are these 4 players. Ryan Gold has 7 goals and 4 assists. Lucas Cavallini has 8 goals and 1 assist. He's a top goal scorer from Vancouver. Christian Dajome has 2 goals and 4 assists. He leads the team with most assists of 4. And Brian White with 4 goals and 1 assist. Because that's the question: rotations, will this happen again? And because against Nashville, I would like to see Romagna get another start, because he had a great game against Nashville 2 weeks ago, but he kind of looked like a bit shaky towards the end. But let's see what Wolves would put out. I don't mind if he starts Gabriel and Cascante again, because with these 2 weeks, it's a good way for both of them to start after a good mentality and physicality break. And the last 2 games, it's really important for them, because they want to get a better spot for second place and still have home field advantage for the playoffs. But let's see what happens today at Vancouver. Because for our attacking side of Austin FC, this is Driussi's last 2 games. His last 2 opportunities to get top goal scorer and get the MVP. That way he can snatch it up from Honey Mukhtar from Nashville. Because Vancouver's defense, it's not that good. They've allowed 55 goals this season. So, could we see Driussi start? Yes. I want to see Danny Pereira and Dale Fagundes, but mostly Fagundes, because Fagundes, he was a great impact against Nashville 2 weeks ago, as he led an assist to Driussi's goal when it came to the corner kick. But will we see rotations as well? We could see rotations. Emiliano Rigoni had a decent game against Nashville, but I would say Finley gets a start, because Finley is mostly he's a bench warmer, but he's a reliable right winger we had this entire season. So for Vancouver Whitecaps, their defense, it's really decent-ish with only 3 players. Those 3 main defenders of Vancouver are Javier Brown, 25 tackles of the 39 tackles attempt. He basically leads the team with 64% tackles. So in a 1-1 situation, Brown will win that scenario. Ranko Veselinovic, he has 13 tackles of the 22 attempt tackles, dribbles I mean, so 59% dribbles he's going to win. So let's see, Driussi against Veselinovic, he will win against Driussi. He also leads the team with the most pressure with 42%, with 68 success pressure and 162 attempts. So that's 42% of what he leads. And Adrian Cuvas, he leads the team with the most interceptions of 47. So he's a balancing key. He's a central defensive midfield player. He's a player in the 6, so he balances both the back four and the midfield. But I feel like this is going to be a really important game for Austin FC. They have to get this win to secure a better spot for second place, even though we're already playoff spot and got second place. But it's a good way to get a mentality start for October. With the last 2 games of this season, Austin FC should get this. It's going to be a tough game. I would say the Verde and Black will win a 2-1 score. I would say Driussi would score the 2 goals. That way he can have a good, a nail-biting spot against Honey Mukhtar for a Golden Boot and MVP race. But let's see what happens. I hope Austin FC has a win, and I hope they come back with the win at Q2 next week. But let's see what happens, you guys. I'm glad to be back here making a video. I hope it's understandable, but I'll be back here with probably the reaction video or the preview match for the Colorado Rapid game. But for the meantime, stay hydrated, stay cool. The name is Vanilla Mexican 17, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.